Sunny beaches and expansive countryside, five-star resorts and wildlife campgrounds, a control center for the men and women who put the first man on the moon, and a mission that served as a battleground for a few men's fight for independence against overwhelming odds. All these things and more can be found in a state containing a rich history, an array of educational centers, and entertainment attractions that can keep you busy for years. That state is Texas. One of the first things that comes to mind when you think of Texas is the famous battle cry, "Remember the Alamo." How could such a little church that was taken over and abandoned a dozen times over the last century become such a landmark? Because the Alamo isn't just an abandoned mission or an old rundown building, but the final stand of 100 men fighting for independence and a rallying cry for an entire state. Today, the Alamo is a museum for tourists to come and learn about the brave men and women who fought at the Alamo. With over 4 million people a year coming to visit the church, it is one of the most popular historical monuments in the United States. Another monument of great historical significance to not only Texas, but also the whole United States, is the San Jacinto Monument. This memorial marks the spot where General Sam Houston led the Texan Army to defeat Santa Anna's well-trained Mexican army. The end of this battle led to the spiraling downfall of Mexico's hold on Texas, as well as the United States' acquisition of over 1,000,000 square miles of new territory. Along with sites of war history, you can also visit landmarks of famous natural disasters. Galveston is home to the Historical Homes Tour, a tour of homes and buildings in the early 19th century that survived the Galveston hurricane of 1900, the deadliest hurricane to ever hit the United States. Historical landmarks aren't the only thing to see on your visit to Texas, however. In 1961, the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center, then known as the Manned Spacecraft Center, was created for the development of manned flight in space with the Gemini 4. After the Gemini missions ended and the Apollo missions began, the MSC gained momentum in the contributions to spaceflight and putting the first man on the moon, culminating in the entire nation looking towards Texas as Neil Armstrong said from the moon's surface, "Houston, the Eagle has landed." Since then, Houston has served as mission control for NASA as well as the home and training grounds for our astronauts, and the testing grounds for space flight-related science. The Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center is open to visitors to learn about NASA's work, display their effect on modern science today, and to showcase the marvels that the universe uncovered from the brilliant men and women still working at NASA today. Texas' dedication to showcasing education is also shown at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, a science museum founded in 1909 for the purpose of providing a free source of education and science to the people of Houston. The museum sees over 2 million people a year, making it one of the top 10 museums visited in the United States. With both permanent and a steady circulation of visiting and guest exhibits, the Museum of Natural Science takes several days to complete and offers something new from month to month. If your reasons for visiting Texas are to escape, there are a plethora of places and events to do just that. 3 pyramids standing against the horizon in Galveston mark the spot of a luxury resort for families and groups. The resort offers access to a variety of attractions. You can visit the aquatic pyramid with its marine life, such as shark tanks, penguins, and thousands of tropical fish. There's also the Discovery Museum, with the science and nature exhibits all around, and 3D and 4D rides for an interactive movie experience. The Riverwalk in San Antonio is a large tourist attraction filled with great restaurants and theme parks. The main attraction is a gondola ride down the river past serene buildings and beautiful landscape. Along the edge of the river you can find all kinds of shops, dining, and local entertainment. For 3 days every year, the city of Austin, Texas opens itself up for a massive music festival. The city that is the self-proclaimed indie music capital of the world lives up to its name through world-famous and local talent bands making stops through Austin every year for 3 days of fun. No matter what your idea of fun is, Texas has all the bases covered. History, education, science, and entertainment. You can find it all in one state. Whether you're planning a vacation or looking for somewhere to live, you'll always feel welcome in a state known for its southern hospitality and abundant opportunities.